Hi Taurus, welcome into your general weekly reading for the week of March 3rd to the 9th, 2025. Let's do some shuffling. We're going to jump right into the good tarot. I feel like things are working out for you throughout this week as for a lot drawn to the reading, there's somebody who's really into you, whether you're committed to them or not. You could be meeting somebody new, or it could be a recent sparking of this connection. But it also feels like a time where there's work success. There's maybe business success if you're an entrepreneur or dabbling in the potential of that. But I sense that you are as well doing better at managing your money. I don't know why I'm getting that specifically for you, but there's a sense of you no longer giving into overspending, putting your money towards this and that that's maybe to be labeled as a waste or not the best choice. And as well, I find that you are making a good amount of which throughout the week. Absolutely beautiful. But there's a feeling of there being several moments of maybe to be labeled as comfort, but stillness for you physically and energetically while you're observing things of beauty, things that you are meant to be appreciating. As I'm looking at palm trees, and I have such a connection to palm trees. I absolutely love them. But things like, other aspects of Mother Nature, animals, could be, your pet or two. It could be, somebody in your life, but it feels more, it's something besides a person or people. I also feel like there's moments where you're not wrapped up with a situation that you're committed to at this time, stepping into this week, and you are appreciating that situation from a distance, even with its imperfections. For example, you are at home on your day off or after work, and you're appreciating that job situation, even with its levels of toxicity or annoyances and frustration at times. And so Spirit's saying this mindset of gratitude that you are truly embodying and giving off in different ways at different points throughout the week is making such a difference, because let's remember that's a really efficient way, one of the many ways to manifest. But I feel like there's a focus on noise factors as that just happened that really irritated me more than I think it should have. I don't know if that showed, but it's just, you're not wanting these disturbances or bad energy. For me, there's this big flat screen TV that is in the living room where I'm currently living, and my roommates love to put it on full blast. And my room is right next to the living room where the TV is. It's just frustrating because I am so affected by loud noises which hold, heavy energy. But it is what it is. Anyways, that's just an example. I don't know why I just shared that with you, as I stutter a bit. I don't know why I just shared that with you. There are going to be, a lot of spiritual occurrences throughout the week. We haven't even pulled any cards. So I want to make sure that we have the full deck as we shuffle. But you're going to find that these spiritual occurrences are either completely annoying or rude, or they're just really assisting. Doesn't feel like there are much moments of spirituality that are in between, where I find that the majority of which are assisting, helpful, messages, downloads coming through. But then there are certain spiritual moments to be labeled as messing with. All right, but let's just pull right from the middle. The Eight of Fire is going to be a very hardworking, well-spoken week for you, as it feels like life is picking up in a lot of ways. As there has been, I feel for this collective, a lot of stagnation, a lot of efforts not giving you everything you deserve in return. Okay, I feel for a lot expect for something to take off in the future, but it just hasn't gotten to the point or even close to that point yet. And so it feels like there's movement, there's progression, there's growth in regards to whatever commitment this is speaking upon for you. It's this feeling of a connection doing really well for you, and that picking up in communication, in sharing, questions being asked of importance. Look up the spiritual meaning of a panda. There's also a sense of real passion that you're giving off, that you're holding in such a different way throughout the week in comparison to recently. And I really sense that people are noticing this. It has a lot to do with how much you've changed over the recent weeks, months, you name it. It really has a lot to do with what you are now more so wanting out of life. You maybe are rediscovering, being reminded of the passion and the caring energy that you have for something that you hold near and dear to your heart, that you're committed to. That could be one of many things, but you get the point. And so I really feel like this is going to be really coming through so strongly, to the point of people wanting to listen to what you're saying more so, wanting to, or maybe even craving, desiring more of what you're putting out to the universe. I'm hearing creating and developing. Crafting is the wording coming through. But I just got the random message of congrats or congratulations. And so there may be something about you giving that message or expressing that to other people, or one person in particular. Or a group of people, but you may as well, there's the potential that you will be gaining that congratulations for some reason, throughout the week. But we're not going to go there. It was the patience card. Just keep in mind that your patience is one of your strongest skill sets. Letting it go, let it flow. This isn't going to affect me like it once did, even if it starts to. Out of sight, out of mind at certain points may be really assisting for you, because it feels like you maybe have that one authority figure that's super annoying, or just maybe even working against you. You may have that coworker that is kind of holding that energy recently, and even throughout this week. It may be a roommate, it may be a family member, even for a lot. Let's be real. It could be, someone else, say a connection that is of importance. That's how Spirit's labeling it, but they are testing your patience. I don't know why I'm getting that. Anyways, the Ace of Fire, because it feels like this week is going to feel, again, like this new passionate start for you, while you're thinking about new Ace of Wands, Ace of Fire situations, new beginnings for the future. Kind of like in Leo's reading, your mannerisms, your expressing of oneself is epic, is what Spirit's saying. It's really captivating. You're drawing in people's attention, and interest, attraction is part of that as well. You are really looking better than you were in the previous weeks, and that's standing out. Your energy is larger than life at certain points, while you feel so at ease and so peaceful, maybe just getting lost in the emotional expression or just that passionate moment of some sort. And so it feels like Spirit's saying, remember how you are being perceived, viewed, digested by other people in this grand, very special, unique, again, larger than life kind of way, while you may not feel like that personally all the time, okay? In this case, I feel the way people are viewing you is more important than how you feel in that moment, or those moments. You know what I'm saying? Normally I wouldn't say that, but okay. Another sign like Leo where temptation is coming into play. Spirit's getting very impatient in regards to you giving up a bad habit. While I feel like another Spirit's supporting it, pushing for it. The Five of Water in reverse. This is a week where you are looking at things very realistically while expecting the best. I just intuitively have felt and are feeling more than ever that this situation's going to last, at least for a while, or you're trusting in remembering that something's meant to go the distance. It's part of your destiny. I feel like you're receiving as well, on a random note, a lot of spam and a lot of random texts and emails and phone calls. It just feels annoying. Anyways, but there's at least one person in your life, once again, or one situation where you are expecting the worst. And please remember, and we mentioned this, I think, in your reading already, you are a manifester, all right? And so to expect the worst in regards to them is going to do you no justice. You know this, all right? Just let things play out is what I'm hearing. There's music to your ears in one, if not multiple forms coming through, but then there's also something about loud noise, and that's potentially for some select Tauruses music that's going to be a bit stressful for you, a bit annoying. For me, I know for a fact right off the bat it's going to be karaoke night at my serving job. They just are so loud, it's obnoxious, and whatever. It's like it starts off entertaining and funny, and then about halfway through the shift, it's like my head's just pounding. The Ace of Earth, another fresh ace coming to your reading, as I feel like this is a time for you to better understand something about a new situation for you, whether it's to be sparked in the near future or it just recently began for you, or maybe a little bit further back for some, but you're needing to better understand how this grounded earthly kind of situation is meant to proceed and benefit you, and maybe for some it's a connection where it's going to as well benefit them. I just heard you will grow together. That's beautiful. The 9 of Fire, because you're feeling burnt out at certain points, but you're shining like the star that you truly are. Stars in other people's eyes when they're viewing you. I'm getting that emoji. But let's pull some tea leaf cards. Let's get some specifics for Taurus. Marriage. Okay, so the legit marriage may be on the mind or taking a focus, but even if it's not involving you per se, but this is definitely giving a very committed sort of energy about you throughout the week while you're thinking about further committing with somebody or something, and this will take center stage at certain points, while I feel at certain points you're taking center stage, and they just showed somebody taking a bow, all right? And so there are moments where Spirit's saying, okay, they just showed a hand coming out of the blue and pushing me, and so that representing the Taurus energy, me, I mean, and they're saying, go, get on stage, you know what I mean? And then once you do what you do really well and you impress people and maybe entertain people, make people happy, or make people feel something, take a bow. Take a bow. The heart card, love, deep affection, and caring. And I definitely have mentioned multiple times in this reading love and the potential of which, dating if you will, but also this coming through as far as people in a very platonic sense, for some around the world, very much caring about you. Reminds me of how people very much care about me on this channel. The leg card, stepping into a new experience. I find that it's a week that really highlights the fact that this Taurus collective needs to be experiencing things more, while one specific experience of importance is going to be extremely highlighted. Look up I know it's kind of behind my ear, but look up the spiritual meaning of your right ear itching. But yeah, stuff like that may happen for Spirit to communicate what's happening to you or about you. Could be someone at a distance. But advice from a friend, while I feel like you're maybe returning the advice, or at different points you and a friend, if not multiple, are advising each other. There's a friendship of importance that's really taking a highlight. Someone's working against you behind your back. I don't remember if the itching of the ear talks about someone negatively talking about you, about your name at a distance. But either way, I feel like this is significant. Anyways, for me, it's an authority figure at work. The wreath card, a sorrow over a loss. I feel like this is in regards to somebody in your life. It could be as well people in your midst that you're not really connecting with per se. The sunrise card, new creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start. Again, we received multiple aces, two to be exact, within your reading. And we didn't even pull that many cards if you think about it. But yeah, this is meant to be a happy, rewarding week for you as things feel more passionate pressure for you. And I feel your life is going to change after this week in so many significant beneficial ways, all right? And I'm hearing, to wrap up this reading, get out there and live, Taurus. So those are your messages for this upcoming week. I hope it was truly helpful. I am sending you so much love and light. Bye, Taurus.